Hey everyone! Before we dive into this mind-blowing ending, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon because we bring you the best movie explanations in the simplest way. First, there is no post-credit scene in the Project Hail Mary. So let's talk about the beautiful and emotional ending of Project Hail Mary. And trust me, it's not just about saving Earth, it's about choice, friendship, and purpose. So what actually happens at the end? First, the mission is a success. Ryland Grace and his alien friend Rocky manage to create something called Taumoeba, a microorganism that eats astrophage, the same space organism that was dimming the sun and threatening to wipe out life on Earth. This means one thing: Earth is saved. They send Taumoeba back to Earth using beetles, ensuring humanity's survival. So technically, Grace completes his mission. But here's where things get emotional. On his way back, Grace discovers a huge problem. Taumoeba will consume all the astrophage fuel on his ship. No fuel equals no way to return to Earth. And now comes the biggest decision of the story. Grace realizes that if he continues, Rocky's home planet, Arid, will die. So he has a choice: save himself and go back to Earth, or save Rocky's entire species. And this time, he chooses differently. Earlier in the story, we learned that Grace wasn't always brave. He was actually forced into the mission. But in the end, he proves who he really is. He chooses to save Rocky. That single decision changes everything. Now let's talk about the ending. Grace ends up living on Rocky's home planet, Arid, but since the environment is completely different, high gravity, ammonia atmosphere, the Iridians build a special biodome just for him. And it's not just survival. He builds a life there. In fact, one of the most beautiful parts of the ending is this: Grace goes back to what he loved the most. He becomes a science teacher again, but this time his students are alien kids. It's such a full circle moment, from being a reluctant hero to someone who finds purpose, friendship, and happiness on a completely different world. And what about Earth? The ending hints that Earth survives thanks to Taumoeba. Humanity is saved, even though Grace never returns. There's also a small possibility that his ship, the Hail Mary, could be repaired someday, meaning he could go back. But the real question is, does he even want to? Because by the end, Grace has found something more powerful than survival. He found belonging. So what do you think? Would you make the same choice as Grace? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe for more amazing movie explanations.